Yes? Because we're drawing out a house. Here's the roof, the sides of the house, and the other sides of the house. Now, some of you are going like this, so I guess you must live in a yurt or something. But yeah, ideally you're supposed to be doing roof, side, floor. All right. Any questions about what we talked about yesterday, about sentences and parsing and what we remember from that? Okay, so I asked you guys to bring your whiteboards today. And so, Ellen, did you bring yours with you? Okay, awesome. So let's go ahead and set up a chart for a conjugation. So that's going to be singular, plural, first person, second person, third person. All right, here's what I'd like for you to do. I would like to, from memory, don't look it up in your book or use your notes. See how well you can do this from memory. Give me the verb to be. Conjugate the verb to be in the present tense. And while you're working on that, I will play some music. Yes, ma'am. Just a lot. That's our memory chart from the chapter, and that I gave you guys about 2.5 minutes to do that. That's how much time I gave you on the music there. You should be able to do this, I would say, in less than 2 minutes. If it's taking you more than 2 minutes, you need to practice it some, which is fine. So if you don't have it 100% down right now, that's okay. But it just lets you know that between now and next week, you need to get that practiced. So that is sum, est, summus, 1M, estis, sunt. All right. Have a seat, please. Have a seat, please. Now, one of the things that you can see from this, guys, there are no macrons. One of the things that you can notice from this, guys, it has this, hey, these endings look kind of familiar, don't they?
Yes.
Don't they?
Oh, yeah.
And someone in the other class said, hey, that pattern looks familiar. And yet, guys, it's hard for you to listen when you're talking. Thank you. This pattern, st, mustus, und, that's going to hold up in just about all of the endings we're going to learn for verbs this year and next year. What makes this irregular is not so much the endings, but it's the part on the front end. I have a couple of SUs. I have a couple of ESs. And I've got one just plain E. And somebody in one of my other classes today said, there's not even any kind of pattern there. Absolutely. There's no kind of pattern here. You just have to straight up memorize it. Yeah. Now, can someone raise their hand and tell me, what is the translation of this chart? What's the translation of the chart? Collins. Okay, so it is the verb to be. It is the verb to be. But let's think about that for a second. Listen to that again. Collins. I be, you be, he, she, or it be, we be, y'all be, they be. Would you say that in a sentence? I be happy with the weather today. Y'all be happy with lunch today. We wouldn't say that, would we, Hudson? That would be incorrect if you did. That's what I'm trying to get you to see, Colin. So paying attention here is going to be a good idea. I am. Keep going.
You are.
Correct. Correct.
Y'all are.
Yep.
They are.
Well, that's y'all are. What's this one?
Wait.
No, this one's they. What's this one up here? First person is I or
We.
we. So we are, y'all are, they are. So yeah, it is the verb to be, but we don't translate it as the verb to be. We use am, is, are. We use am, is, are. All right? Questions on that? Okay, let's erase the chart and set up a chart for a noun declension. So that's singular, plural, nominative, genitive, dative, accusative, ablative. We're doing a noun. Okay, so I haven't told you yet because it's been a while since we've done a noun, right? Right? It's been a couple of weeks. Like, I don't think we've done it since last year. So I figured we'd do the first one together just to kind of remind everybody. Okay, so let's do the word for garden. So what's the word for garden, y'all? Hortus horti. Okay? All right, so what would our first step be? We've got our word, we've got our chart set up. Jackson, what do we do? Good. We take that first form and we drop and stop. Hortus. Always think of a Dr. Seuss book when I do this word. All right. What comes next? What do we do next? Bryce. Good. We go to the second form and we chop off the ending. It's a second declension word, so that ending is I. That stumpy little part that's left over, what do we call that stumpy little part that's left over?
The noun base.
That's the base or the noun base. Or sometimes people will call it the noun root. I don't think our book ever refers to it as root. Hey, Jackson, I need you to be doing this with me. All right? What do we do with the base? Emma. Good. We fill out the rest of the chart. Port, 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 port. Port, 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 port.
My personal favorite.
And my personal favorite, port.
My favorite, yeah. Yeah, same. I like Portos.
Is this a first or a second declension word, y'all? Second declension. How do we know this is second declension? Yes.
Because of U.S.
The U.S. The I here tells me that this is second declension. The U.S. lets me know this is a masculine. Can a word ever change its gender? Can a word ever change its declension? No. So since this is a second declension masculine noun, we're going to put second declension masculine endings on it. Yeah, Kevin?
But some masculine words can have AEs in it.
Right, but they don't change gender and they don't change declension. Their declension remains constant. That doesn't change. Their gender doesn't
No, I was
change.
just saying that some do.
There are first declension exceptions, but their gender doesn't change, and their other. So you're jumping ahead a few chapters there. So slow the roll, Chief. We'll get to that chapter 14. I know. So you got to be careful with that, though. It could be a real pain if you're not careful. Okay, so this is second declension masculine. We're going to do second declension masculine endings. Us, e, o, e, autumn. Is, us, is, quack, quack.
Oh, I know that. Wait, what is the second one? Is that an I?
Yes. David, I think we've grown accustomed to the fact that this board acts funky, right?
Yeah.
So we'll have to get the board and my handwriting some grace there, please. Questions on that? Yes. Question? Or I'm sorry, say again, Nora? Yes, if you want to draw the duck, that's fine. I am going to ask you guys, and we do the quack quack because it's fun and it makes the song fill out and everything. I've had a problem in some of my other classes where kids are doing the quack quack on other charts. I want to ask you not to do that. One year, I had a student come up to me and says, because, kids will do it all the time. And I was like, okay, that's just Billy Bob, and he's being silly again. Silly old Billy Bob. He's going to Billy Bob. But, and so I didn't really worry about it one time. And then one year, I had a student come up to me and say, Mr. Kopp, when Billy Bob, just so we're clear, Billy Bob's not the student's real name. Okay. When Billy Bob quack quacks when they're not supposed to quack quack, it confuses me and messes me up, and I'm learning and I'm getting the endings messed up. And so, while it wasn't a big deal to me, I was realizing that person trying to be silly in that moment was making it difficult for somebody else to learn the material properly. Does that make sense? Are you with me on that? And then a few years, so after that, I started being a little bit more sensitive about that. And a little bit more about, hey, let's don't quack quack when we're not supposed to quack quack. A couple of years after that, I had one student who just was always trying to push it. The student who's always trying to, let's see how far I can get away with stuff before the teacher calls me out on it type of person. And for whatever reason, the quack quacking was the student's thing. And so eventually I had a conversation with him and said, hey, I don't need you to do this anymore. Did it again. We had to have a conversation with Mrs. Speckman about the issue. And then the ironic thing was, the next grammar test we had, he quacked when he wasn't supposed to, and it messed him up, and he got it wrong.
He gets what he deserves.
One might say he got what he deserved, but what I'm trying to help Connor,
He messed himself up.
he did mess himself up, but what I'm trying to do there, Connor, I'm trying to take someone else's past mistake, and I'm trying to help you learn from someone else's past mistake. All right? Does that make sense? Okay? Doesn't matter.
I think I know.
I seriously doubt it. All right. Yeah, because how many grammar tests have we had where the quack quack has been involved? Yeah, exactly. Okay, so set up another board, guys. We're going to do another now. Oh, yeah, sorry. Got to turn the corner on. All right. Please, on your own, decline wolf. Stand quietly when you're done. I'll start some tunes while you work. So our word is lupus with a P.
What's that word like?
Now, guys, I want to give you a little warning. You want to be really careful about this word, because people frequently confuse this word with ludus ludi. You see, it's basically the same letter, just flipped around. So be careful about that. Drop, stop, the first form. Lupus. Chop off the I. Lup.
And your personal favorite. Your least personal favorite.
So someone was talking to me about Harry Potter sometime. This is before I was familiar with any of the books.
Lupin.
Any of the books, any of the movies or whatever. I hadn't seen any of them yet. And they were saying, yeah, there's this guy, Professor Lupus. And I said, or Lupin. He said, Professor Lupin. I said, I bet he turns into a werewolf. He's like, how did you know? It's like, Latin.
Wait, what? I'll
I'll say it, you say it back to me. Lupus?
Lapas.
Lapi.
Lapi.
Lapo.
Lapo.
Lapum.
Lapam.
Lapo.
Lapo.
Lapi.
Lapi.
Laporum.
Lapor.
Lapis.
Lapis.
Lapus.
Lapus.
Lapis.
Lapis.
Wolf.
Wolf.
Of the wolf.
Of the wolf.
To or for the wolf.
To and for
The wolf.
the wolf.
By with from the wolf.
By with from the wolf.
And remember, friends, this is how you make wolves plural. Wolves. Of the wolves.
Of the wolf.
To or for the wolves.
To and for the wolf.
The wolves.
The wolf.
By with from the wolves.
By with from the wolf.
All right, guys, clear your